I don't really see the Titan's Hoarfrost being used out there, and that's such a shame. So in this video, I want to talk about various ways to use it. It isn't just one. This thing is a stasis machine. It's an asset to you and your fire team, and I'm going to show you all the cool things that you can do with it. Not just do with it, but tips for what you should be doing with your Barricade, a stasis crystal, and more. The exotic perk is Glacial Fortification. When using the stasis subclass, your Barricade becomes a wall of stasis crystals that slows nearby targets when created. Standing behind the Barricade will grant you and your allies increased weapon reload speed, stability, and range. It's right there. Fortification. That's what you think about when you think Hoarfrost. You build into it, build cover, build a fort. But real quick, you know what doesn't require any building? That's right, Fortnite Zero Build. And a big thanks to Epic Games for sponsoring today's video. Do you remember the simpler times where it was just you, your gun skill, your surroundings, and game sense versus another player? Not shooting a bullet from 100 meters away and then immediately facing a real-life replica of a New York skyscraper? I do. And I really miss that. Building is fun, but with Fortnite Zero Build, it's back to basics. Take the offensive with this no-build battle royale, and without building, all players have a recharging overshield as their first line of defense. They're still mantling, knee-sliding, transversing, sprinting cover to cover. It's all a test of safe and effective rotations to put you in the right position to succeed. This no-build battle royale can be found in the Discover page, and you can play your way, maybe solo, maybe have a buddy on. You can do duos, trios, or 4-player squads. Maybe you want to jump into squads as a solo player, go right ahead. It's going to matchmake you with 3 other players, just go have fun, make some friends along the way. I've been having a blast with Fortnite Zero Build. The gunplay, the movement feels great. It reminds me of the early days. It's fast-paced, a little bit more tactical. Importantly, it's more about your aim mechanics and your surroundings. I love it. It's extremely fun. And the best part, Fortnite Zero Build is here to stay, so jump into Fortnite and play Zero Build now. There isn't just one way to run this, and this exotic allows you to use all the variations of the aspects and fragments. But first things first, this is something I want to instill in you on all subclasses in every game, even in PvE. Make it a habit. It just works out that the Hoarfrost can do it all the time. When it comes to a Barricade, a stasis crystal, cover, remember the strong side of cover, Peeker's advantage. This is actually in a lot of games, and it's one of the best things to do in Destiny. The weapon is held in the right hand, so the character model favors to the right, and when you aim down sights, the head tilts in that direction to the right. On your screen, it's to the right. If your enemy's looking at you, it's to the left. So every time that you have the chance, work it into your rotations. You need to hug the left side of cover, peek out of the left side. In the case of the Hoarfrost, the stasis Barricade, it's going to hide your hitbox. All they're going to hit is either your shoulder or the crystal itself. They can't hit headshots, you can, so utilize it. And the stasis kit makes this even better. If they break the crystal, just move on over to the next one. You want to be using the Rally Barricade, it is faster, and the exotic grants the benefits of a Rally Barricade, so more range. On the 60 range Ice Luna, it goes from 30 meters to 33. It's giving 3 meters of fall off. On this Rangefinder True Prophecy, it goes from 38 meters to 42, 4 meters. Then there's fall off after that. It also gives a fast reload. You saw that in the opening clip with Duality. Jeez. And then there's the stability. It's always a good thing. This exotic plays similar to the Titan's Ramparts. And here's a perfect clip of what you can do with the setup. I have a Glacier Grenade, Tectonic Harvest, and Howl of the Storm. So 3 ways to make a crystal. When I break them, it creates a stasis shard to give me melee energy. I have on shards, so on the break, I get grenade regen. I have rhyme, so when the crystals come, I pick them up, I get an overshield. Then chains, pop the Barricade, stasis crystal comes up, you have all the benefits of the Rally Barricade, and you immediately have damage reduction. It's going to cause your enemy to take an extra bullet to kill you. You pair that with a strong side of cover, hiding your hitbox, it's great. Then conductions, those shards track your location, and when you put it all together, you're going to find that any Barricade, Rift, whatever it is, something similar, it's going to attract grenades, wither hordes, things like that, every time. So expect it. You create a situation where you're turtled up, and they have to come for you, or they have to come over top, and again, you saw that in the opening clip. You have the advantage there. You're just working around your crystals for angles and cover. 2, this exotic is best paired with a shotgun or a breach grenade launcher, specifically Dead Messenger, because of that. And you're seeing some Dead Messenger right now. You can take off conduction, that's the tracking crystals, and put on fissures. That way your crystals do more damage when they explode. Tough call, but as you can see, with all the carnage, all the crystals, as they're being broken, the shards are finding me with conduction. So that's really good. It keeps me alive. It's going to keep you alive. Even without fissures, it works well, but with fissures, it's going to be better. You can break them with Dead Messenger. Just go right through it. 130 on the wave, and then a whole bunch of fissures damage. A lot of players will get frustrated. They will rush you. They're not going to see the Dead Messenger coming because the stasis shard is in the way. It's just going to explode with that wave coming out. It's deadly. It's one of the best ways to run it. I also have Headstone on my hand cannon, Ice Luna. Again, that's a fourth way to create a crystal. Use it as cover, break it, get Overshield, get Grenade. This setup goes right into PvE, same exact setup. You can farm Overshield, you're gonna have damage reduction all the time, but what makes it special is pairing Elemental Shards with Font of Might. It's brutal. Maximum upkeep, all the time. Stasis Shards count as Stasis Elemental Wells. You pick it up, you also have Font of Might, your Stasis weapons deal more damage. Ice Luna, maybe something like this Hoarfrost-Z with 4 times the charm Vorpal weapon, so it's Vorpal with Font of Might. And then something like this, for boss DPS, seriously, maybe Rolk, Caretaker, other bosses, the Overflow Firing Line Thoughtless. At any time, you're gonna throw down the Crystal, throw the Barricade, throw the Howl out, whatever, break it, it's gonna create a Shard, then you have the Overflow Firing Line Beast, doing more damage when you're next to teammates with Font of Might. On demand, there is value with that. Then, to go further in a DPS phase, a top option is the Autoloading Explosive Light, Palmyra B. It's also Stasis, so you can DPS with the Sniper, autoload the Explosive Light, keep shooting when you hear that auto reload go on. It's strong. So this setup's fun. Like in the Crucible, very, very frustrating for your enemy. If any of your teammates are on Stasis, they're pretty much always going to have chains. They're going to have DR if they're around you, and you never know. Maybe a Blueberry is going to come join the cause. And the more Titans doing this, it is a nightmare for the enemy team. Another way to use it, plain and simple, is with Cryoclasm. All those crystals being made, just instant shatter. You only have 3 total fragments if you pair it with Howl of the Storm, so I go with Shards, Chains, and Fissures. There's still DR, Grenade Regen, and more crystal damage. Maybe in PvP, you're creating your walls, use the damage resistance in duel. You know that they're rushing, so you just slide through with Fissures and a shotgun. It works well. Or you can use it as a setup. Throw the Glacier Grenade straight down on them, go through with the shotgun, set up the Stasis Barricade if need be. Plain simple, fun, and effective. Another way, a good way to utilize this exotic, and it might be my favorite way. The Barricade creates basically a Glacier wall, a Glacier Crystal, a fast one. An actual tier 10 Glacier Grenade is 58 seconds. A tier 10 Rally Barricade is 13 seconds. The Glacier Barricade is 45 seconds faster than a Glacier Grenade. It's actually more like 10, 11 total seconds if you have on double kickstart and you add on Shards giving you nade energy. That means you aren't really tied to the Glacier Grenade. As a matter of fact, for a Glacier wall, the Hoarfrost Barricade is straight up better. It also has rally benefits. You still get that safety with that wall, but you can switch off Glacier and go to something like Cold Snap. Since you're freezing now, you can throw on something like the Diamond Lance. It's very fun. Diamond Lance with Howl of the Storm gives 5 total fragments. You can do a lot with that. Shatter or defeat targets with Stasis abilities to create a Stasis Lance. You can lead in with the Cold Snap, throw up the Barricade, hit a crystal, that way you get the Cold Snap back faster. Once you get the Lance, just go hunt with it. And in reality, in close quarters, the Cold Snap freeze is a pretty easy kill. But right after, the Lance freeze is also a pretty easy kill. You have 2 ways to throw down crystals. You have 2 ways to freeze. Well, technically 3, because the Stasis Barricade from Hoarfrost can freeze an enemy if you pop it right on top of them. It's good. Or maybe you don't go Howl of the Storm, you can go with Cryoclasm. Cryoclasm and the Lance. Just run through everything. Since Howl of the Storm is taken away, it also frees up the ranged melee. So you can hit with the Cold Snap, hit with the melee, grab the Lance, and go from there. And then you still have that Stasis Barricade after. With Diamond Lance and Cryoclasm, you get 4 fragments. I go with Shards, Fissures, Chains, and Hedrons. And I never, ever see Diamond Lance in the Crucible. It works well with the Hoarfrost because the kit isn't affected, like, at all. You can also go Dustfield, but that's more PvE. If you want to go out there and throw some Diamond Lances, you can. And if you go Dustfield, I would go with Diamond Lance, and then Harvest for the Shards. You're going to have DR, Rally Benefits, Glacier Safety, and you can make Lances. Now, the goal here was to show the different ways to get this thing going. A lot of people think just go in OG Fortnite, which is awesome. It works. You throw the Howl, you throw the Glacier Grenade, you throw the Barricade. You make your own cover and you use it. But that isn't the only way. There's the Cryoclasm slides. There's the Diamond Lance. The Hoarfrost allows you to use the entire Stasis kit without skipping a beat. That's why I like it. I wanted to show you these ways. You can try them out if you want. All aspects and fragments work. The real winner though, in the end, combining double kickstart, breaking a crystal, getting shards going, giving grenade energy, that 10 to 11 second Glacier Grenade. That's the winner. You use it as cover, and it's what gets the engine going for stasis. Nade recharge rate, damage reduction, overshield, and Hoarfrost allows you to abuse that. So try some of these things I went over. Dead Messenger, you could use it as cover. Make them get frustrated and jump over while you have a shotgun. And it gets crazy when multiple Titans have this thing on. Maybe you have a Shadebinder with you, just pepper a Bleak Watcher in there, just to top it all off. I think it's great. If you're new here, remember to hit the subscribe button, and if you are subscribed, thank you so much for your support. Let's talk about Hoarfrost down below. It's a spam exotic, believe it or not. Lots of stasis kit uptime. Thank you for watching, and until the next one, I am CoolGuy.